Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's RC Maxfield here for the Back to 12 podcast. And in today's jam-packed video, we're going to be discussing a lot of Texas Tech recruiting as Malik Eskera has committed to the Texas Tech Red Raiders, a three-star safety from Collin Shoemaker High School. We'll discuss him and what he's bringing to the table. And you probably guessed it. Yes, he is a multi-sport athlete and he runs track and field. But we'll also give you the latest rankings updates from 24/7 Rivals and On3. And then the head man himself, Joey McGuire, was named to the Dodd Award Watchlist. We'll discuss what that is and what it really means in terms of the significance for the head coach and why it's such a big deal really in terms of off the field things that are going on. But if you haven't already, be sure to like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. But I want you to comment Raider down in the comments below if you were excited for 2023 Texas Tech football in year 2 of Joey McGuire. They're killing it on the recruiting trail, as we all know, but also there's a lot to be excited about on the field with 18 returning starters for the bowl game. So if you were excited about Texas Tech football in 2023, just simply comment Raider and I may go down there and give you a power or two while we're at it. All right, let's jump into this as, again, Malik Eskera has committed to Texas Tech. Had a handful of schools going after him, actually released his top 5, and then it got down to his final 2, and the Red Raiders inevitably won that. He announced yesterday on social media that he was going out to the 806. And what is Texas Tech getting in Malik? Again, 3-star safety from Collin Shoemaker High School, 6'3", 185, a long-rangey athlete that is a multi-sport athlete in terms of track and field as well, has run the hurdles, has run other events as well. But looking at it again, the 6th defensive back in this recruiting class for Texas Tech and the 5th defensive back that stands 6 foot or taller. Getting that Legion of Boom type stuff out there in terms of the length and long-rangey athletes. He picked Texas Tech over schools like Nebraska, Oregon State, TCU, Baylor, schools like that. And again, he does compete in track and field. Some of the events that he took place in was the 300-meter hurdles. Also ran a couple of other things as well in terms of the 110-meter hurdles. So it's hurdle specialist. But he ran under 15 seconds in the 110-meter hurdles and then just over 38 seconds in the 300-meter hurdles. He was also named a 4-5A D1 first-team all-district. Man, there are so many districts in high school football, but that's a pretty solid one. In the fall of 2022, after compiling 68 tackles, 4 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles for Central Texas program Collin Shoemaker. Again, you can tell what Texas Tech is going after when it comes to the secondary. They're going after long-rangey, athletic guys that are multi-sport athletes, specifically in the track and field department. He's not the first guy that they've gone after that is the 6'3" guy, 6 foot or taller, long and rangy guy. Think about this. You got Brennan Jordan, a 2023 4-star player that is going to be on the 2-deep roster for Texas Tech more than likely this season as a true freshman. You got Jordan Sanford, who is in the same boat as Brennan Jordan, 4-star from the 2023 class that would likely be on the 2-deep roster or depth chart, I should say, for the Red Raiders this coming up season. Not to mention you've added Peyton Morgan, a 4-star safety, as well in the class of 2024. They're going after impactful guys in terms of guys that can come in and make an instant impact right away, day one, whether that's on special teams or on the 2-deep roster for the Red Raiders. And they are going to have a ton of young, impactful guys that are long-rangey, skilled, that can play multiple positions, that can get downhill in the secondary, help in the run game, help go play center field, help drop back into coverage and play at the DB spots as well. They are really prioritizing this as they'll lose guys like Rashad Williams, Malik Dunlap, but they're going to have some guys that can step in and be really impactful guys right away. Day one as freshmen, redshirt freshmen, or sophomores in the case of Brennan Jordan and Jordan Stanford. So I just want you guys to do this. Like the video if you're excited about the future of Texas Tech secondary because, again, you're going to lose some guys after this season in Malik Dunlap, Rashad Williams, but you're going to have guys come back potentially like CJ Baskerville. You're going to have other guys step up like the guys I just mentioned and Brennan Jordan, Jordan Sanford, others as well. They go out and get McCarty from Baylor. They get Lux from Fresno State. Both have 2 years of eligibility remaining. They are building quality secondary depth, but also impactful secondary depth. And it's something that Texas Tech really hasn't had much of in the past decade, if we're being truly honest about it. All right, let's jump into the latest recruiting rankings for Texas Tech after Malik has committed to the Red Raiders for the class of 2024. If you look at 24/7 Sports, they have the Red Raiders as the 29th best current class nationally. Again, this is going to be a smaller class for the Red Raiders. Joey McGuire has mentioned that they're probably going to be in that 18 to 20 range when it comes to total commitments in this class. They rank 29th on 24/7. Over on Rivals, they're 28th best in the country. And then a lot of y'all have been asking RC, talk about On 3 as well. I got you. On 3 has the Red Raiders as the 24th ranked class nationally in the class of 2024. Funny enough, also the first overall class in the Big 12 as it stands right now. Truthfully, it feels like this class is coming closer to being complete. Obviously, it's not complete until they sign the dotted line in the signing period, which was typically in the spring. Now it's really shifted to that early signing period. A lot of guys just get it out of the way so they can get on campus early, graduate high school early, get to college, get in that spring semester, and really start to immerse themselves in the college experience, in the college game, get in the weight room so they can go through spring camp, right? That's really what's happened now. So the early signing period has really taken over in that November, December range. And again, I think Texas Tech is going to end up being in that 18 to 20 range, as Joey McGuire has mentioned, a smaller class because they do have a lot of guys coming back in those scholarship rules. But again, some people have asked me, RC, it's coming down to that nitty gritty in terms of that 18 to 20 range that you and others have discussed. Obviously, Joey McGuire was the one that brought it to the forefront, and who knows better than the size of the class that they want to sign than the head man himself, right? Yes, they would have room for Micah Hudson if he did indeed commit to Texas Tech. So don't worry about that. Again, that's where Texas Tech kind of currently ranks right now. You can see it at the bottom of the screen, 24/7. They have them 29th, Rivals 28th, On 3, 24th in the country. And On 3 actually has the Red Raiders as the number one class currently, as of today, at the time of this recording, July 16th, 2023, as the number one recruiting class in the Big 12. Let's move on, though. Again, Joey McGuire, he got added to a watch list, which is the Dodd Award watch list, which is pretty cool. For those that don't know what the Dodd Award is, it stands for a lot more than football when it comes down to it. Going to read from the website here. The award is presented annually to the nation's top college football coach who enjoys success on the gridiron while also stressing the importance of scholarship, leadership, and integrity. McGuire was one of the 21 coaches represented on the watch list and 5 from the Big 12. The watch list was created through a selection process by the Bobby Dodd Coach of the Year Foundation and the Peach Bowl. It takes into consideration a lot more than on-field success. Obviously, you have to be successful on the field. That's what coaches want. It's one of the highest priorities they have. But I think even more importantly, if you have a good head coach like Joey McGuire is, they care more about the off-the-field success and making sure that these men are ready for the real world and can be meaningful contributors to society, right? And this is kind of what this award embodies when it comes down to it. Taking into consideration each program's graduation rate, graduation success rate, GSR, commitment to service and charity in the community, projected success for the 2023 season, and academic progress rate, or APR. No, we're not talking about mortgages or anything here. But yeah, it's really cool to see that for Joey McGuire. Again, this award is obviously you have to have some gridiron success. They're projecting here that for Texas Tech, obviously with 18 returning starters from the bowl game last year. But it's really cool to see the off-the-field success that the Red Raiders are having as well, because you know the buy-in. We've heard it from multiple people, the players themselves, coaches, whatever it may be. There's a ton of buy-in, but it's really cool to see Joey McGuire, even if it is just a watch list, get recognized for what's going on and what really it truly means to embody that Red Raider spirit and the quote-unquote brand, right? All right, one more time. I want to hear you guys comment Raider down in the comments. If you were excited about Texas Tech football in year 2 of Joey McGuire, may comment and mess around and hit you with the power as well. Be sure to comment Raider down below. I am RC Maxfield reminding you, if you want the latest Texas Tech football news, rumors, and recruiting updates all year long, hit that subscribe button to stay in the know right here on the Back to 12 podcast channel.